Welcome learners. This is the second video on Assistant Statistical Officer, Andhra Pradesh Public Service Commission question paper 2017. In the previous video, we have discussed up to 65th question. The experimental design that does not satisfy all these three principles of experimentation. All the three principles. Latin square design uses both the replication, randomization and local control. Whereas completely randomized design uses only replication and randomization. Average per capita income of a person is defined as, this is general question, total income by total population gives us the income per capita. Second option. The year of establishing National Sample Survey Organization in India is 1950. In 1951, Central Statistical Organization was established. The first census is conducted in India in the year 1881. Before independence, 8 census were conducted. In 2021, the 8th census after independence will be collected. Total, this is the 2021 census is the 16th census in India. This is the census is the only program continuously conducted in India in the 16th sem 2021 census, if it is conducted. In 1950, Ministry of Finance, the Directorate of, under the Ministry of Finance, the Directorate of National Sample Survey Organization was established. What is the pivotal column of life table? QX is the pivotal column. Pivotal column means a single term or quantity which is used to construct the whole life table. I have given the formulas for capital Lx is equal to Lx small lx plus small lx plus 1 by 2. Mx is equal to 2qx by 2 minus qx. Capital Tx is equal to capital X plus capital X plus 1 plus capital Lx plus 2, so on. Crude death rate usually lies between, this is also general question, it is usually lies between 8 and 30 per 1000 people. The formula for calculating crude death rate is equal to total deaths by total population into 1000. But the death rate is directly dependent on the age of population. So we consider the specific death rate. In specific death rate, total number of deaths for that particular group divided by total population in that particular group into 100. Generally, CDR lies between 8 to 30 per 1000. The death rate obtained for a segment of population is called specific death rate. We have already discussed sigma dx by sigma px. Here x is the age. It is also denoted by mx. To compare two different populations, we use standardized death rate. The formula for standardized death rate is summation mx a pxs. Here pxs is the population of standard population. The vital index formula is births divided by deaths at a particular time period. CBR by CDR into 100. Remember, it is 100. Whereas here into 1000 here. Specific death rate and crude death rate expressed in thousands, whereas vital index expressed in hundreds, percentages. The central mortality rate, we have already discussed the formula. Mx is given by 2qx by 2 minus qx. Control limits for C chart are defined based on the distribution, Poisson distribution. Here formula for C bar, average number of deaths is equal to sigma total number of deaths in all samples by total of all samples. Here, these are the control limits. Upper control limit C bar plus 3 into root of C bar. Central line C bar. LCL is equal to C bar minus 3 into root of C bar. Control limits for C chart are defined based on Poisson distribution. The concept of control chart was introduced by Walt. Walt is introduced SPRT. Okay, this is for the Poisson distribution for C chart. These are the control limits. Definition of SQC. Causes of variation. There are two causes of variation. Uses of SQC. Process and product control. Techniques of SQC. Here the process control is bifurcated, variable charts and attributes charts. In variable charts we have X bar, R chart and sigma chart. Sigma is standard deviation chart. This is range chart. This is mean chart. This is C is defects charts. NP is number defect charts. P is fraction defect charts. Here the product control by sampling inspection. This is sampling plans, attributes and variables. Okay, this is the control limits formula. Expectation of t plus 3 into standard error of t. The formula plus or minus sample number. We take x-axis. The quality scale is in y-axis. This is the form of control charts. Basics for control charts. 3 sigma control limits. These are the 3 sigma control limits. Okay. Control limits was introduced by W.A. Shewhart. The control limits for X bar chart is UCL is equal to X bar plus A2 into R bar. LCL is equal to X bar minus A2 into R bar. For range chart, D4 into R bar, D4CL, LCL is D3 into R bar. D3, D4 are constant depending on sample size N tabulated from 2 to 25. Here also A2 is a constant. This is control limits for mean. This is for range. C chart is control chart for fraction defective is we have discussed earlier. P chart fraction defective chart. P is di by Ni number of defectives by sample size. C chart is for defects. X bar chart mean chart. This is range chart. The stable average of central tendency measure is stable measure is mean, which includes all the values. These 3 measures AM, GM, HM are called mathematical averages. These two median and mode are positional averages. Which is the suitable average to be used if the data is qualitative? When we have quantitative data, mean is the stable measure. When the qualitative data, median is the stable measure, suitable measure. If time, speed, distance involved in the data, harmonic mean is used. This is mode is used for business people. Frequently occurred value in the data. If arithmetic mean is 18 and harmonic mean is 8, then geometric mean is, we have formula gm square is equal to am into hm, or gm is equal to root of am into hm. We can get it directly. Root of 144 is 12. Arithmetic mean and geometric mean for 2 observations are 5 and 4 respectively. Find the 2 observations. Let a be the 2 numbers. Am is equal to a plus b by 2. This is equal to 5. They are given. And a plus b is equal to 2 into 5, 10. A is equal to 10 minus b. Gm is equal to root of ab, that is equal to 4. Squaring on both sides gives us ab is equal to 4 square 16. Substitute the value of a here. Okay. A plus, instead of b we can use 16 by a. A square plus 16 minus 10a is equal to 0. Okay. Here 16a, 10a. We can write 10a as minus 8a minus 2a. Okay. A square minus 8a minus 2a plus 16 is equal to 0. A minus 8 is equal to 0 implies A is equal to 8. A minus 2 is equal to 0 implies A is equal to, okay, here I have solved. The mean and variance of 5 observations are 4.4 and 8.2 respectively. 3 of the 5 observations are 1, 6, 2. Find the other 2. Okay, we are given the x values. Let A and B are the unknown numbers. A plus B is equal to 5 into 4.4, 22 minus 9. 7 plus 2, 9 is equal to 13. We know that A plus B is equal to 13. These two total is 13. And we know that x bar is 4.4. 1 minus 4.4 whole square is equal to 11.56. 6 minus 4.4 whole square is equal to this. 2 minus 4.4 square is equal to 1 minus 96. We know that this is 41.2 because sigma xi minus x bar whole square by n is equal to sigma square. This is 5 into 8.24. Since this is sample variance, we must use, instead of 5, we have to use n minus 1, that is 4, so that this changes. So by solving this, we can get the answer 9, 4. You take this as homework or assignment for you. Solve this. We can find the AB as 9 and 4. The mean of 100 observations is 50. What will be the new mean if 5 is added and each observation is multiplied by 3? Sigma x by 100 is equal to 50. If we add 5 to each number, this, okay, for mean we have to add each number, it is 55. Multiply with 3, 55 into 3, 165. This is 160. The average marks of boys in a particular subject is 80 and that of girls is 65. The average mark of all the students is 74. This is about combined mean. And we have given x double bar is equal to n1 x1 bar n2 x2 bar by n1 plus n2. It is the combined mean. X1 bar is 80, x2 bar is equal to 65, x double bar is 74. Substitute the values here. 80 n1 plus 65 n2 by n1 plus n2 is equal to 74. This goes here. 74 n1 plus 74 n2. 80 n1 minus 74 n2 is equal to 74 n2 minus 65 n2. 6 n1 is equal to 9 n2. n1 by n2 is equal to 9 by 6. It is n1 is to n2 is equal to 3 is to. The point of intersection of the less than and the more than ogive corresponds to median. This is less than ogive, that is greater than ogive. The points of intersection, we join this in x-axis, it touches the point x-axis at median. We generally take variable in x-axis and frequency in y-axis. Time in x-axis and value of the variable is in y-axis. Okay, graphical representation. From ogive we can find median. From histogram we can find mode. From histogram we can find mode. The tallest edge to this point, from this corner to this corner, intersection point joined here gives us mode. The breadth of the triangle is equal to the length of the class interval in area diagram. Area diagram. Frequency polygon is this. This is the frequency polygon. In the histogram, the middle points is joined with straight lines. We get the curve frequency polygon. Pictogram is about pictures. Ogive is cumulative frequency curve. Cumulative frequency curves is called ogive curves. Okay, it is about the breadth of rectangles. It is area diagram. It is histogram. class interval frequency. We take class interval. This is the breadth. This is the length and width. Area diagram. Elimination method. By elimination method only we can find the answer. Okay. This is about frequency polygon. This is ogive curve. This is pictogram. Okay. So by elimination method we can find the area diagram. Frequency density is used in the construction of, this is bar diagram, histogram. Okay, this is the frequency density, histogram. HA Taggart's formula for determining class intervals. This is the formula for determining class intervals. K is equal to 3.322 log 10 n. I is the class interval. L minus S by 1 plus 3.322 log 10 n, where I is equal to class interval, L is the largest observation, S is the smallest observation, n is the total number of observations. By using this formula we can find the class interval. Probability is a measure which measures the chance or uncertainty. Is a measure of chance, measures random experiment. Probability expressed in percentages, ratios. The range of probability is 0 to 1. If probability of E is equal to 0, it is called null event. If probability of E is equal to 1, then it is called sure event. The numerical evaluation of chance factor of an event is known as probability. Relative frequency always lies between 0 to 1. Ratio of frequency of a particular event in statistical experiment to the total frequency. It is nothing but the relative frequency is nothing but the probability. Relative frequency approach is statistical approach, von Mises approach. Okay, this is von Mises. Empirical definition of probability. In empirical definition of probability, we heard the word relative frequency. Definition of empirical probability was given by von Mises. Classical definition was given by Laplace. Axiomatic definition was given by Kolmogorov in the year 1933. Probability is a function which satisfies the axioms. This is the definition of axiomatic definition. It is non-negativity, positivity, certainty, and additivity. These three are axioms of probability. The first person to obtain a qualitative measure of uncertainty is James Bernoulli. From his only the uncertainty concept introduced and developed by other Pascal, Bernoulli, Pascal, Laplace, Kolmogorov, von Mises. If A is an event, probability of A is 1, then A is called sure event. Find the missing frequency from the following data given that the median mark is 23. We practice if one single missing observation, single frequency or two frequencies. The median class is, okay, we are given that median is 23. So median class is 20 to 30 class, since median is 23. So automatically the other values are decided. L is 30 and formula for median is L plus n by 2 minus m by f into c. Here 20 is the lower limit. We have cumulative frequency 5 plus 8 13, 5 plus 8 13, 13 plus f. This is unknown frequency, question mark. 13 plus f, 13 plus 6 19 plus f, 19 plus 3 23 plus f, 22 plus f. 22 plus f is the total frequency. Okay, f is the frequency. 20 plus n by 2, this is n, minus 13, f into 10 is equal to 23. Okay, this is 20 goes here, 20 minus 23 minus 20 is equal to 3. 22, 2 comes into denominator after multiplying this 13. 22 plus f minus 26 by 2f into 10 is equal to 3. Okay, here minus 4f, minus 4 plus f into 10 is equal to this 2 here 6f, minus 40 plus 10f is equal to 6f, 10f minus 6f is equal to 40, f is equal to 10. F is equal to 40 by 4, 10. If sigma is the standard deviation, the standard deviation is invariant of change of origin. Variance of x1 plus or minus k is equal to variance of x itself. Variance of k is equal, kx is equal to k square plus variance of. The answer is sigma. If m is the arithmetic mean of 5x, 5 into m, obviously 5 into m. Here is the proof. Okay, this is nothing but m, 5 into m. Common 5 here. The main drawback of arithmetic mean is it is very much affected by extreme values. Here is one example. We have 5 observations, 5, 5, 5, 5, 80. This 80 pulled 5 to 20, whereas median is 5, mode is 5. So the value 80 drag all the values into 20. This is the main drawback of mean. Standard deviation is not independent of change of scale. It is independent of change of origin. The width of each of 9 classes in a frequency distribution is 3.5 and the lower boundary of the lower class is 12. Which of the following is the upper class boundary of 9th class? Class interval 3.5. Lowest class is 12. I started from 12. 12 plus 3.5. 15.15 like this. The 9th class upper boundary is 43.5. The difference is 3.5 here. Okay. The data collected in population census are termed as primary data. Information collected from each and every unit of the population, first-hand information. The following is used in collection of population census data. Schedules. Teachers with schedules go to the field and collects information. Questionnaire and schedule are the formats which contains questions related to the survey, whereas questionnaire is filled by the respondent or informant in himself, but schedule is filled by investigator or enumerator. For comparison of magnitudes of 3 variables, we use multiple bar diagram. Simple bar diagram, only one variable. Frequency curves useful to decide which type of data, positive, negative, symmetric. Skewness we can find from frequency curve. The peakedness of the frequency curve gives us kurtosis. Histogram we can find mode. Okay, for comparing multiple bar diagram only we can compare at a time, single glance. Sum of the deviations of set of values from their arithmetic mean is equal to 0. Here is the proof. Sum of squares of from their mean is minimum. We have seen in this question paper only. In a sample survey, non-sampling errors may also arise due to defective frame or faulty selection of sampling units is non-sampling errors. Non-responsive sampling frame error, sampling selection error are called sampling errors. These are some other non-sampling errors. Tabulation errors, coverage errors, content errors, specification errors, like that. The complete list of sampling units which covers the population is known as sampling frame. List of units to be surveyed. Measure of central value which depends on first 50% of observations is median. Divides the data into 2 equal parts. Q2 or 50th percentile is called median. The median divides the total data into 2 parts. There are 3 quartiles which divides data into 4 parts. There are 9 deciles which divides the data into 10 parts. There are 99 percentiles which divides the data into 100 parts. The Q1 divides the data into 1:3 ratio. D4 divides 4:6 ratio. Consider the following statement. quadratic mean is always greater than the arithmetic mean. The quadratic mean is very much used in physics persons. Quadratic mean is root mean square. Root mean square is root of squaring every observation divided by n and rooting it. This is called quadratic mean. Quadratic mean is always greater than arithmetic mean. It is correct. Quartiles are not equidistant from median in symmetrical distribution. This is wrong statement. Mode is the average to be used to find the ideal size. Ideal means which is used by most of the persons. This is also correct. This statement is wrong. Gives greater weightage to larger items. This is about quadratic mean. This is the formula. It measures the absolute magnitude of a set of numbers. For symmetric distribution, this Q2 minus Q1 is equal to Q3 minus Q2. Equal. The second statement is wrong. 2 is wrong. What are the measures which express the spread of observations in terms of distance between the values of selected observations? Range and quarter elevation. These two measures only discussed or with the spread of observations. Range is equal to maximum minus minimum. QD is Q3 minus Q2. For any two numbers A and B, standard deviation is okay. Mean is A plus B by 2. Standard deviation formula is this. This is if the summation, okay, if we add this and divided by 2 gives us this. They are given, this is the correct answer. Okay, this is the formula, standard deviation. If anything else you can put in comment about this question, about 107th question. If mean is less than median or mean is less than mode, then distribution is, look at here, this is negatively skewed. Median is middle, mode is here, highest frequency occurs here, mean is here. Here mean is less than median, mean is less than mode, or negatively skewed. Whereas if mean is greater than mode or mean is less than median, then it is called positively skewed. Mean median mode equal in case of normal symmetric curve. Limits of Karl Pearson coefficient -3 to +3. Okay, it is for Bowley. I have given the formulas also. PSK means Karl Pearson coefficient of skewness. Mean minus mode by standard deviation. If mode is ill-defined, 3 into mean minus median by standard deviation. This is BSK, whereas Q1, Q2, Q3 are the quartiles, first, second, third quartiles. Here is one problem. Q1 is equal to 18, Q3 is equal to 25, mode is equal to 21, mean is equal to 18. Find the coefficient of skewness. We have mean minus mode is equal to 3 into mean minus median. From this we have formula median is equal to 2 mean plus mode by 3. From this we can directly find median 19. Okay. Coefficient of skewness. Okay. Substitute here. In Q1, Q2, Q3 formula. Q3 plus Q1 minus 2Q2 divided by Q3 minus Q1. This is the answer. The mean and geometric mean of 10 observations and 12 observations are 9 respectively. Then variance is, they are given 63 as answers. I tried this. From the given data, mean is equal to 12. Mean of 10 observations. X1, X2, X10 by 10 is equal to 12. Sigma Xi is equal to 120. Geometric mean, they are given 9. This is the formula for geometric mean. This gives us pi xi is equal to 9 power 10. We know that the formula for sigma square variance is summation xi minus x bar whole square by 10. Here x bar is 12. Summation xi square minus 12 square minus 24 xi by 10. Okay. Variance of x is equal to summation xi square minus 1440 by 10. How can they decide variance of x is equal to 63? You take this as assignment. In the 16th question, I have made a mistake. Here, the denominator increases. When the denominator increases, the total value decreases. So, r cube by p is less than r cube by p square. Okay, in case of negative binomial. Similarly, here also, the numerator is same. Denominator is high here. Denominator is less here. Similarly for geometric also. Okay. For 20 pairs of observations, the correlation coefficient is 0.4 and x bar is equal to 12 y bar. They are given x bar, y bar, sigma x square, sigma y square. This is also I am giving you as an exercise. I tried a lot. This is the answer. Look here carefully. They are given r is equal to 0.4. By mistake, they take this pair x is equal to 20, y is equal to 15 was wrongly taken as x is equal to 15 and y is equal to 20. Okay. From the given data, we can find the summation xy is equal to 3595.2. X bar is equal to 12, n is equal to 20, summation x is equal to 240. Similarly, summation y is equal to 300. Sigma x, sigma y are given here. Sigma square is 16. Sigma square is sigma square x is equal to 9. Sigma square y is equal to 16. Okay. We use corrected values. If the correlation coefficient is more than 6 times the probable error, then correlation is significant. This is from programmed statistics. Here is I have worked many times corrected values. Sigma x is equal to, instead of 15, instead of 20 they are taken 20. So the total must be reduced 15 and added 20. So the corrected summation is 245. Similarly for y, 295. Similarly for xy. Okay, this multiplication, 300, 300. This won't change. Similarly, corrected x bar, corrected y bar, corrected sigma x square. I have found sigma x square, corrected x square, corrected sigma y square also. Okay. I used this formula, but it is coming as 0, whereas they are given the answer as 0.3. If the correlation coefficient R is 0.917, then its probable error is 0.034. What would be the value of n? This is the formula for probable error. Probable error is given 0.034. From this we can find n. N is equal to 9.97. It is approximately equal to 10, but they are given as 8. Please check it once. The coefficient of rank correlation of the marks obtained by 10 students in statistics and accountancy was found to be 0.2. It was later discovered that the difference of ranks of the two subjects obtained by 9 instead of 7. Find the correlation coefficient of rank correlation. We have given that this. Okay. I have found d square here is equal to 132. Corrected d square minus 9 square plus 7 square equal to 100. Now I found this 0.394. They are given answer as this. The logarithmic straight line is used in an expression for this is secular movement. Which average is used for smoothing a time series? Moving average. There are weighted average, combined average, moving averages. Moving averages are used for smoothing time series. Odd period, even period. In time series, de-seasonalization is needed for the study of cyclical component. The oscillation moments in a time series with period of oscillation more than 1 year is termed as cyclical variations. Within 1 year, seasonal variations. More than 5 years, trend. Irregularly happened. These 4 are the components of time series. Number of equations required to fit a second degree parabola, 3. These are the 3 normal equations. For straight line, these are the 2 normal equations. We transform in case of odd period, even period. These are the transformations. Cauchy index number is based on Cauchy current year frequencies. Formula is sigma P1 Q1 by sigma P0 Q0. Here, quantity consumed in the current year as treated as weights. Prices of a commodity in a year 1985, 25, 30 respectively. Average relative price P1 by P0 into 100. 30 by 25 into 100, 120. It is not here. Real wages are defined as money wages by cost of living index number into 100. Whereas formula for purchasing power is 1 by cost of living index number into 100. This is also called, finding real wage is also called deflation. Most appropriate average used in the construction of index numbers is geometric mean index number. Last pair quantity sigma P1 Q0 by sigma P0 Q0. I 0. Okay. This is 1, this is 0. Okay. This is quantity index number. In quantity index numbers, we use prices are weights. Marshall-Edgeworth price index number does not satisfy factor reversal test. ME satisfied time reversal unit test, whereas this is the formula for time reversal. This is for factor reversal. Consumer price index number is same as last pair index number. There are 2 methods for finding cost of living index numbers or consumer price index numbers. Weighted aggregate expenditure method, L is equal to last pair sigma P1 Q0 by sigma P0 Q0. Family budget method formula is sigma R into W by sigma W, where R is equal to P1 current year price by base year price into 100. Weight is equal to P0 Q0. Fisher's index number is the only formula among all other formula which satisfy factor reversal test. This is the only index number which satisfy factor reversal test. Time reversal test is satisfied by simple geometric mean, simple aggregate method, Marshall-Edgeworth, Fisher, Walsh, Kelly's. All these index numbers satisfy time reversal. But whereas factor reversal test is satisfied by Fisher index number only. Whereas circular test is satisfied by 2 index numbers in simple geometric mean index number, and Kelly's weighted formula satisfies circular. All index numbers except aggregate price and aggregate quantity index numbers satisfy unit test. The most suitable average to determine cost of living index number for family budget is weighted arithmetic mean. Look here, this is the formula, nothing but weighted formula. Fisher index number is the geometric mean of last pair and Cauchy's. Marshall arithmetic number lies between last pair and Cauchy's. This is last pair, this is Cauchy. A bag contains 6 white and 3 black balls which are identical in shape. One ball is drawn at random. There are 6 favorable cases, total 9 cases, 2 by 3. Dash index number satisfies circular test. L is weighted index number. Okay, we need to find link relative. Formula is P1 by P0 into 100. For the year 2002, 10 is the price. Previous year, 8. Okay, 125. Chain index number is defined as current year link relative by preceding year chain index by 100. Real income is also known as deflated income. Most widely used model in time series is multiplicative model. It is rarely used. Graph of the time series is also called as, I am hearing first time here, histogram is the answer. This is histogram. This is frequency curve. Histogram is used to express the time series. Alika chitramu. M is the number of times the observation repeated. The correction factor used in the computation of rank correlation with tied observations. M into M square minus 1 by 12. Scatter diagram, if all points appear to form a straight line going downward from left to right. This is the form from left to right. Here one variable is increasing and one variable is decreasing. One variable increasing, one variable decreasing. One variable increasing, other variable is decreasing. It is called simple positive correlation. They are given answer like this. All points appear to form a straight line going downward from left to right. From left to right going downward. Negative correlation. Why they are given positive correlation? To compare the variability in two series, we use coefficient of variation. It is a unit measure. Geometric mean of 5 observations. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 0 involves. We cannot find geometric mean. In this case, geometric mean is not defined, but with multiply with 0, all the observations become 0. Okay, thank you.